Pride started out as a protest.
Yes, and now it's an orgy.
You're anti-trans.
But first we're going to go with our friend Food Shops, who recently reacted to one of my videos. This is officially now the Mary Chew as seen on Food Shops. Excuse me, 3.18k subscribers. There's prestige going on here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? A bit of prestige. But yeah, so Food Shops and Short Fat Otaku talking about Trump. I probably won't watch much of this because it's like half an hour long. But like, I don't know, I quite like Food Shops. I'm not just here to take the piss out of people. But I probably will if I feel it's deserved. So there it is.
It's 2 a.m. I gotta go to bed. I'm gonna call her for like 5 minutes. I'm looking at the clock. I'm gonna call her for 5 minutes. How do you call fucking disc? Call. Okay. I'm ready. Ring, 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 ring.
Well.
Hello, Food Shops. Okay, listen, it's 2 a.m. and I do gotta go to bed at this point, and I have been going for a while. But we can chat about it a little bit. What's going on? How do you
Even metoidoplasties can have significant complications. I feel like the FTMs have been sold a false dream. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of people I feel bad for. I think that there is going to be a point where there's too many people detransitioning to look the other way. And if that doesn't happen, there'll be too many trans kids getting fucked up for people to look away. And if that somehow doesn't happen, the sports thing will probably go insane. There's so many things. There's so many fuses, and only one of them needs to get lit. And what a lot of these woke trans people don't realize is that they're speeding the cart up towards its impact with a cliff. I'll see you later, Jan. Thanks for watching. Anyway.
feel about all this?
Okay, we can chat a little bit. How did it go? I didn't watch your stream.
Oh, pretty good.
Is it
Oh, thank you, OMG, as well.
Did you have a good time?
Oh yeah, it was fun. But how do you feel about the election, though?
Ooh, not good. Very scary. Trump is going to win. He's going to become president. I expect a lot of hard days ahead. I think a lot of Americans don't understand, and they don't have enough information. And the whole disinformation stuff going on with the Trump campaign and from Russia, other foreign states and stuff has been really highly effective in persuading the American public, which is not good. And I think that Dems shouldn't be taking the high road all the time, just mainly because if Trump is willing to get down and dirty like this, especially to win an election.
Phalloplasty is mutilation. I don't like using the word mutilation, but it's not good. Let's put it that way. Like, fuck me. If vaginoplasty necessitated pulling a bunch of flesh and skin and stuff from my arm, then I'd be saying no thank you. The lines react. Oh, I haven't seen. Was it like the trans people on there or like the atheist people?
I don't think I support the Dems going a high road. I fully support them plain dirty as well. The thing is that if it goes down this path, I worry that there's a genuine chance that we might have Weimar Republic too. The thing is I took a look at how Hitler rose to power, and I don't.
Weimar Republic Part 2. I wonder where she's going with this.
I don't want to sound like Vosh or anything, right?
You're getting there, man.
But, yeah, no. I'm getting there. But the thing is there's a reason why we compare everything to Nazis, right? Is because that is like the unabashedly the one thing everybody agrees on as like the standard, right? That's the standard for measuring fascism. That's the standard for measuring evil. So we have to compare it to that. So Trump.
See, I don't like doing that personally. Right? I don't like doing that personally, but
yeah, I don't know if I agree with that.
Sure. But allow me real quick, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Hitler
is at least like conscious of the fact that these comparisons are extremely cliche. Hitler has to come up. Listen, I expect every single video about this to completely destroy Godwin's law.
He actually did do some pretty bad things. Like, for example, I think he tried to actually have a coup attempt. I think he marched down to like the main politics building or something at some point with a bunch of his gangsters or some shit. Yeah. And not only that, eventually he got it's purely through legal means. everything that he did to get to the highest position, I would say it's like 10% illegal, 90% legal. And then once all that shit happened, like I can't help but think, like right now we might be moving in a bad direction where Trump will be trying to use legal means to get more and more power, and ultimately, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But here's the thing: the American people have spoken, and they have all resoundingly said Trump. So I think this might be the end of the American experiment. And
I don't think so. I wouldn't go that
if
far.
it is, wait, hold on. If it is the case that is the case, I think we all need to make peace with it. I think that's fine. We just all need to make peace with it. I'm not here to go like, oh, I'm gonna say it's not that bad or it's not denied. It is bad. It is absolutely fundamentally horrible. But the thing is I think people need to make peace. They need to move on, and it is what it is. And America had its time in history, and I think that's okay. I think that's perfectly fine. If America survives
At his time in history, Jesus, we've thrown in the towel before he's even stepped foot in there, and he's been in there once.
if America survives, that's a grace. Okay, that's a good thing, right? But the thing is that as we look at it now, the foundations and the institutions are getting weaker than ever. I don't think the Supreme Court, it was meant to be used in a very powerful way, but in this way, in these coincidences, in these times, unfortunately, all the planets have lined up for Trump. So yeah, it is what it is, and there we are.
What happens when not enough people vote? Hey.
So, I don't think I agree. And
that's all right.
I do think that Trump is bad and things are going to get worse with him as president. But I don't think this is the end of the republic.
Yeah, there again, it's a Bayesian probability, right? You have a possibility that it's not the end of the republic. You have
I think that Trump is more likely than anyone else to end the republic. I don't know about that. I mean, he's so fucking unpredictable that it's kind of like, I don't know. It's difficult to make any kind of judgments when nothing's happened yet. I remember the last time he was in and the world ended. Yep, true. Yeah. No one ever mentions the last time he was in for some reason. Oh, thank you, Serena. See you again.
a possibility that it is the end of the republic. Either way, we can at the end.
I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of. The thing is, there's a lot of division. And you could probably blame some of that on Trump. But it's not just the right that's kind of gone in a weird direction, especially not anymore. Like, I think the division is kind of a complicated thing. Sidetrack filming your pets. Oh, what pets do you have? Oh, so we've got Food Shops and we have Short Fat Otaku, who is pictured here. Food Shops is a trans streamer. He reacted to my debate with Olivia and didn't hate me too much. I don't know.
End of the day, we can say like, oh yeah, I was right or you were right or whatever, right? But chances are we are both right to different probabilities, right?
Okay, so do you want to just come to Canada then?
I would not be averse. I've heard Toronto is good around this.
Oh, Snowfall Eternal. I guess the argument would be that because he's not going to get another chance, he's going to want to do as much stuff as he possibly can. And if people interpret him as evil automatically, then that suggests that those things are going to be bad. Truly, we won't know until we know, however. Oh, thank you, Chocho. How you doing?
No,
time of year.
Toronto's an absolute fucking shithole. You don't want to live in Toronto.
Oh well, I've heard otherwise.
It is. Listen,
I've heard there's good Asians out there.
The worst parts of fucking San Francisco. That's Toronto. All the shit in the streets and all the fucking filth and just like ethnic.
Oh, their pride was mental, wasn't it? Toronto. You have 5 cats and 5 dogs. Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh my god, I really want like a dog or something. But my house is always a mess, and we have a guinea pig, and I love her. So, which one of them actually fled America? We've heard from plenty of people who are fleeing America, but the chances of any of them doing it. Listen, I had a friend who, they're not my friend anymore, but like, she's trans, and she was like threatening to like leave the UK because of the Tories. Never did. Still in this country somehow. Maybe they're going to do it again because of Starmer. Who fucking knows? I don't keep up with them anymore, but.
Strife and like, no, there are really nice cities in Canada. Toronto is like a third world hellhole.
Really?
Yeah, it's so fucking bad.
Okay, I didn't know that.
I've heard that Vancouver is like crazy as well. I saw a Brandon Buckingham video. What was it? East Hastings. We love guinea pigs. They're so cute. Like, they're completely pointless, but they're great. And I don't know. They seem to understand that I'm looking after them and shit. Oh, you're getting close to 500 as well. Nice.
What would you recommend a city if you had to recommend a city?
Oh, there's tons of good ones.
What color fur does she have? Mostly brown. She has like some blonde bits here and there, and then like a line up her face, which is white, and her hair's like really long and like messy. She's really funny looking. Black and white fur. We had a black, white, and like tan one, but she died of she had a massive tumor that started growing like underneath, and it started getting like caught on everything and started nibbling on it, and it got infected and it was smelling, so we had to get her put down, unfortunately.
Ottawa's great. Vancouver's great. Montreal's really good. Halifax is really.
Oh my god, my the Boris Johnson death squad never materialized. True. Yeah, like the guinea pig we have now, like both of them did it, but like she goes fucking insane. Anytime I step foot in the kitchen, like it's me that cooks pretty much anything that we eat. Like every time I go in there to cook, all I can hear is fucking squealing from the next room, and it's like, oh my god. Just give me some time. It's like my nephew. He's like 1.5, and he cannot wait for fucking food. Sounds like I described your hair. Aw, that's cute. Yeah, she's a Shiba guinea pig, and they're called like bad hair day guinea pigs because they're like this long thick hair and it just kind of points in every direction, and it's like they're adorable. I love them.
Really nice. Like there's tons of nice cities in Canada. Yeah, man.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I know for you, it's good that you live in Canada. I think that's good because at least you don't have to be subjected directly. Although to be honest, Canada's kind of
subjected directly to what?
Dude,
owned by the U.S. I'm kidding on that. Okay,
wait, hold on. What if Kamala makes some like alternate slates of electors and then starts like filing lawsuits to make them legit?
That's an amazing idea.
Oh my
Jeff.
god, that would be so fucking funny.
I'll make sure to contact my friends in the Democratic Party so that they can get the message to Ro Khanna, and Ro Khanna can tell that to Kamala, okay?
Oh
because honestly, at this point, the Eastman memo kind of sounding like a good idea, okay? And I really believe in trying to.
Does she purr like a cat? Not really. The other one used to growl a lot more than she does. Like, when you hold her, like, sometimes she'll start, like, making little squeaky sounds, but she's mostly quiet. She had to learn how to squeak when the other one died, because the other one was the one that would squeak for the food, and you'd, like, barely hear her in the background, so she had to learn how to, like, raise her voice and stuff.
Pulverize fascism wherever it is. I think that's a good thing. So, yeah, I mean...
So it's pulverized fascism. Where's the fascism again?
Believe in, trying to pulverize fascism wherever it is. I think that's a good thing. So... Yeah.
I don't get why so many people see fascism fucking everywhere, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'd agree there's fascistic elements to Donald Trump, but I don't know. We're putting the cart before the horse quite heavily here, I would say.
I mean, it's totally fair. If you sink down to their level, I think it's totally fair, yeah.
So here's the thing, right? Like, I do not think Trump's a fascist, but I do not, like, he's clearly not the...
Sink down to their level. Have I just not been listening? I don't fucking know. I'm gonna go into the next one. I don't really know what they're fucking talking about. Alright, so this one is angry gay grandpa with his new fucking militia of teddy bears. Not sure what that's about, but fair enough. I actually like teddy bears, but I wouldn't put them in the back of my video. Surviving Trump, a guide for trans and LGBTQ+ youth. Hashtag LGBTQIA. There we go.
I don't know about you.
They see it everywhere because the media tells them it's everywhere. Yeah, probably. I mean, listen. Most of us fucking terminally online freaks have been listening to people that have been telling us that fascism is fucking everywhere, like fucking Vorsh and shit like that, so hey.
How are you doing? You doing okay? I don't know about you, but I could use some comfort right about now. Our country has made a choice about who should be president, and while
the comedians who have were a choice, but everything else, they don't seem to have a valid point for hating him. Hey, maybe they've got onto it, who fucking knows, but yeah, people are just assuming it's going to be terrible. We talk about our rights getting taken away, and then it's very, very unclear as to what rights those are that we're talking about, because it's mostly about kids and sports, and I'm not on board with those anyway, so. Yeah, the concentration camps thing. Like, I hear that all the time, and it shows who actually has, like, the violent ideation, telling me that I won't be spared when we're all put in camps. It's not going to happen. And even if it does happen, I'm not in the fucking US. Donald Trump is literally not my president. I don't have a president. I'm in the UK. We have a prime minister. He's not Donald Trump. I don't give a fuck. You're on your own with this one. And if you wanted sympathy, shouldn't have fucking told me that so many times.
While this is obviously not a choice I would have made, or even you would have made, this is democracy and this is life. Now we live it. My thoughts right now.
Yeah, I don't know how old this channel is, but he might well have been saying the exact same fucking thing 4 years ago.
Now, though, are about you, hundreds of thousands of trans and LGBTQ youth, the families, friends, and allies out there, many who have watched our videos, as well as thousands of folks who have written some of the most deeply moving comments I've read on any social media. What you do now has never been more important, especially if you live in a red state. Even though you had nothing to do with anti-trans and anti-LGBTQ laws and rhetoric, or the outcome of this election.
God, the buzzwords. Already. There were some ads that were like attacking Kamala by saying she's into the LGBTQ stuff. I don't really see the point in like laboring on that shit. And I'm not saying he has, but plenty of people have. Like Brianna Wu literally like characterized it as if they were written about her personally.
You now have a vital project ahead of you. Maybe the most important project you've ever had. I want you to please listen to 3 really important jobs you now have. The first part, first and foremost, you have to survive. Your future self.
You have to survive. You have to survive living in your first world country that's the richest country in the world, as far as I know. You have to survive all pretty much having houses and shit like that and being white. Oh, hi, Derek. A few blocks of Vancouver are hellish. Is that like East Hastings? Me and my partner watched a thing about it yesterday. There's a contingent of TQ ideologues who've been insisting there's been ongoing transgenocide for years. Yeah. Yeah, there has. Yeah, there has. I wish poly people didn't delete all our videos. I'd love to fucking bring some of that shit up. I probably still will. I'll watch like the Loner Box video or some shit. If we're already witnessing a genocide, what's next? Fuck knows. I'm not pushing that kind of shit, so you know, I don't feel obliged to do their thinking for them.
The person you will become is depending on you to not only survive, but to thrive.
Poly people. Eventually, I'm sure she deleted all this stuff. She was doing all those crazy videos and like debates and stuff about the trans genocide, and like she sounds like she's constantly on the verge of tears, like even more than like someone like Brianna Wu does. But I think she deleted everything. What stage are we on? 6, 7? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, because this is poly people, right? She has a fucking OnlyFans. This person has an OnlyFans. Yeah, all there is shorts and community. That's all there is now. This is all there is.
Newscaster talking to... He's almost there. He needs 216. He needs 2 more. 1 more.
I did not want to watch this one.
Newscaster talking twice as fast as Shake It. Everyone is doing so fucking great here in California. No one knows why. It's fine. No one investigates this. 8-year-olds are now in college. They are so productive. Yeah.
Please be glad that you didn't have to see her crotch there. They always have an OnlyFans. Yeah, if you're an ugly tran and you're not me, you have to have an OnlyFans. I'm the only one that doesn't.
Thrive. It's going to take some time, but things will get better. I promise you.
Amazing. Try not to die in your first world country.
Change comes slowly, but you will grow into a much loved and loving soul. But you got to get there first, and that you, who you will become.
Plenty of them will grow up to be pricks and psychopaths, but sure.
Your future self, right now, at this very minute.
And that's not because they're trans or LGBTQ+. If they were straight, I'd be saying the same thing.
Is saying to you, please survive. That means you have to be careful. Stay away from people who will do you harm. You're smart. You know who wishes you well and who wishes you ill. Find those people who will support you and rely on them. Talk to them and tell them that you need help and support. And those people who would hurt you emotionally or physically.
Are any of these people going to hurt you physically or emotionally?
Ignore them and walk away. Think of the people out there who want you to be safe and to stay safe. The people who want to support you, and they are. The second job you have is to seek comfort and take care of yourself. In times like these, it's easy to let yourself be guided by anxious and out of control feelings. It's easy to catastrophize. So try not to do that. Learn how to
Sage advice. I've been hearing a lot of catastrophizing. We watched Jessie Gender yesterday, and that's all she does. She gets paid for it.
calm yourself. Maybe it's excusing yourself from a family meal or a school gathering.
Jeffrey Another Skin. To be honest, I'm inclined to give him a bit more grace than Jeffrey Marsh. I mean, it's Jeffrey Marsh. Like, it doesn't. Not everyone can hit the same fucking level as Jeffrey Marsh.
Just going elsewhere to take some time to be alone for a few minutes.
Oh, thank you so much. See you again, Snowfall.
Taking a few deep breaths and learning how to relax. Practice closing your eyes and breathing deeply. Imagine that anxious part of yourself as being like a newborn colt that is scared and frightened and shivering. Now, if that colt ended up in front of you,
Oh, they all think of themselves as this. They're all baby animals. They're all defenseless. They're all weak. They're all frail. Oh, hey, thank you, Lorixel.
you'd know exactly what to do, right? You'd take it to a quiet place. You'd speak softly to it, and you'd try to calm it
Whisper sweet nothings into its ear. That was a joke. But
down. You'd say things like, shh, you'd brush its mane, you'd be with it, and you'd show it that you're calm. And so this little frightened colt can be calm too. Another
this is not really what LGBT people are doing. Some of them, yeah, listen, I don't actually have that much of a problem with this video, if I'm honest. But, like, Jesus Christ.
thing you can do is have a special talisman or something
Oh, we are all victims. Aren't you a victims guy? I'm a victim. I don't know what of, but I'm a victim.
special that ties you to the material world. I have a rock that my son gave me that, in times of stress, I find myself rubbing. Some people call it a worry stone or whatever. It's something special that is material that you place significance on, and it ties you to the here and now. In the excellent movie Super 8, after a terrible train crash and seeing something that frightens him, the main character Joe rubs his mother's necklace. Why? Because it ties him to her and the material world. It comforts him. The same to bear witness. What does that even mean, to bear witness? Sounds like a biblical term, doesn't it? It means that what you see and experience while living your life, that's something that you mentally or physically record to tell at some later date.
Exactly what I'm doing here, by the way. Exactly.
And the purpose of your telling is to show proof of something, to create awareness,
Such as the fact that large amounts of trans communities have turned into cults, and that this movement that we've turned into is actually extremely hostile towards plenty of our own, at the fact that transphobia actually runs riot in these fucking cults. Yeah, lots of things to create awareness for.
to create consciousness. It is your story. You're driving a stake in this moment and you're saying,
Oh, trust me, plenty of people don't think this is my story. Plenty of people think that this is just a grift or something. They're welcome to that opinion.
I am here, I exist, and this is my story as a trans or
Sunday school teacher, yeah, I guess.
LGBTQ youth. Your being alive at this very time in history is a unique and special experience. You're present to an experience that most other people aren't even vaguely aware of, and that's important to tell. So you record your experience in whatever way you feel comfortable and safe to do. What you're doing is creating consciousness. Now, if you're
Level of coddling. Yeah, I guess. I mean, the thing is, when we insist on acting like children, it kind of makes his tone seem appropriate. I don't know. I don't know why I'm defending him. Maybe I just like old men. I'm not sure. But this isn't the worst thing. It's a bit weak, but I at least agree basically with what he's saying, you know? At least it makes some kind of sense. Universities were going to comfort their students. Jesus Christ. I know, I'm bored of this. Who's next? Sally Pride Drag. Listen, I actually love this YouTuber. It doesn't matter if she says anything that sounds ridiculous. It's actually based. And I'm sad because she's sad.
Hey. Yeah, I know you're devastated. I am too. I know you're scared and hopeless, like this country just hates us for existing. But I want you to know, the fight isn't over. We lost this battle, but the fight continues on. What's the point? The louder we are, the more people hate us. I know. But
True. Apart from you, you can be loud because you're actually great.
remember how far we've come. Pride started out as a protest.
Yes, and now it's an orgy.
And that needs to continue. We gotta keep being vocal. We gotta get louder. I'm not naive, but we just have to make sure they know we're people too. So we just protest? Yes. But remember, there are many ways to protest. Not just going out in the
I love you, but I'm not joining you on any protests, no offense.
street. Sometimes that means harassing our representatives into doing the right thing. But it also means continuing our spite. Spite? Yeah. Those want me to go back into the closet. And I'm not gonna let them.
It sounded a bit like an N there.
Yeah. Those want me to go back into the closet.
Okay, it sounded a bit less like an N on second listen. Anyway.
And I'm not gonna let them do that. I plan on long outliving Trump, never detransitioning, and never being quiet. I'm actually gonna be a lot louder than I have been in the past. Will it be scary? Absolutely. But with the ACLU, HRC, Trevor Project, we can all get through this together. What about us?
Yeah, the cult organizations will help you. There you go. Trust the cult. Believe in the cult.
We'll be okay. Sure. Things are gonna change, but I'll still be here. And I'll always be here for the trans community. In fact, my movie, An Insignificant Place, now on Kickstarter, is in the works.
Yeah, Coco Wish, that sounds like what quite a few Pride festivals are like nowadays. Not for me. Not for me. One of the things that sparked this entire channel was people trying to tell me that there's nothing wrong with a 60-year-old fat bloke in nothing but his pants fucking twerking in front of children, making eye contact with them and shit. These were all horrible organizations having on the side. Yeah.
Works. And it's a story that I think now more than ever needs to be told. And I mean that. Like, it is a story about found family and finding your place. Very much a story that needs to be told now. Of course, I'm going to need more support during these times. Patreon definitely helps. That's still going to be up and running. And Patreon will make a huge, huge difference. Is there any silver lining to all this? In 4 years, we could see President
I didn't have a Patreon. You can like my stream, though. You should like my stream.
AOC. So let's not back down from the fight just yet. And to those who didn't vote for Kamala, did you really?
Oh god, I'm in trouble. Fuck, I didn't vote for Kamala, guys. Fuck, I'm in trouble. She's gonna look this way and, like, scold me. I'm scared. I'm really scared. Is this a skit? I have no idea. I honestly love this channel, whether it's, like, ironic or not. I watched a video of her, like, talking about South Park and how bad it was. Like, how offensive it was. I could not tell if it was a joke or not, but, like, either way, it was fucking hilarious.
Didn't vote for Kamala.
No, it's okay. I'm prepared. Okay, give it to me, Sally. Give it to me. Tell me exactly how awful I am because I didn't vote for Kamala.
Did you really think I would go away? I'm gonna be louder than ever before.
The thing is, whether I voted for Kamala or not, I probably wasn't thinking about this person, if I'm honest. Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm always thinking about this person. But I didn't vote for Kamala, so shit.
And from the bottom of my heart, go yourself.
Oof. Harsh words for the non-voting foreigners like me who didn't vote for Kamala. Listen, I gotta try a bit harder. I gotta work a bit harder to get in Sally's good graces. Not being able to vote for Kamala because I'm British was definitely a misstep on my part. I shouldn't have been born British. That's on me. But yeah, I don't know. Sally Pride Drag. Hopefully she'll be okay with me in a week or two. Who knows? Hey, kitty cats. Do you want to... This is only a short one, and probably not very interesting. But hey.
Hi, kitty cats. Today is November 6th, 2024. So, Those election results didn't come back the way I expected. Well, they didn't come back the way I wanted. And if you're watching me now, chances are good.
I'm the other way around. I didn't expect him to win, but I can't remember what now. But I didn't give a shit that he did win. He should have went to the US illegally. I thought they didn't like that kind of thing, you know? Just fall out of the correct vagina next time. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault. This is all my fault. I'm so sorry. Please, if any of you see Sally Pride drag around, please apologize to her for me.
They didn't come back the way I wanted. And if you're watching me now, chances are good. We wanted the same thing. Unless, of course, you're a chaser or you're just here for the schadenfreude.
What if I'm a Trump supporter, but I'm interested in your journey and I actually care about all kinds of people, but I had specific reasons to care about Trump and like follow him or something? What about that?
But some of you have reached out to me asking, what now? Well, now we don't lose hope. Now we get...
Listen, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a Trump fan at all, but I'm not using politics as a dividing line. I'm interested in all kinds of perspectives. And I don't think it's offensive when someone disagrees with me on something.
Back to work. And in this regard, my message would have been the same no matter who was elected. Because now we continue to educate people. We continue to support...
Yep, this person who's been trans for about 10 minutes is going to educate us. She's like with WPATH now. She's like accredited, like as a counselor. She had like surgery like not long ago. Like, I don't know. It's a bit crazy. It's a bit crazy. It feels like a bit of a, what am I trying to say? It feels like a bit of a sort of industrial complex where we have our own transition and then we try and pull as many people in as we can. You know what I mean? Oh no, it won't be green hair because she's amethysta. Amethyst. It's not amethysta, it's amethysta. Say it correctly or you're a transphobe.
Each other. We show the world one election does not make us all go away. And most of all...
Is that what anyone was thinking? If Trump wins, then trans people will go away. Oh wait, no, that's what you people are thinking.
Now we hold our politicians to their campaign promises. If they said they were going to support LGBTQ rights, we make them do it. Even with these election
How do you propose to do any of that?
results, the rules of the game haven't changed much. But now is not the time to give up. Now is not the time for despair. Now it's time to...
Mate, Sally Pride Drag is not happy with me right now. I'm very, very much despairing. I'm sorry to break it to you.
Watch what happens and respond only to that, not to what we fear could happen. There is a reason to mourn.
The hair color's nice. Well, people like this, like the older AGP, like trans women, they tend to be able to afford things. Like, you kind of have there's kind of a generational gap, you know what I mean? Trans woman splaining, yes, basically. Well, it's still, is it mansplaining? No. Listen, don't report me. Maybe there's Antifa people watching. Don't report me for saying that. Transplaining. It's got nothing to do with being a man or male or anything.
Don't deny that, so mourn. And when you're finished mourning, let's move on. You have me, you have each other.
Usually you mourn a loss of someone, but sure.
Now it's time to get...
It's a bit dramatic, isn't it? Mourn the fact that fucking Trump won. You miss your funny coloured hair. I don't actually miss mine, but my hair was like bleach damaged, and it isn't anymore. I think it looks nicer. Uncanny Valley. Yeah, it's trans YouTube. What are you going to do?
Get some good work done. Talk soon. Bye.
Bye, kitty cats. Anyway, my message to... I don't know who this person is. I've actually run out somehow, but I might try and find a couple more. Are you just a reactionary? Maybe. The thing is, I don't discriminate against reactionaries, so if you are, it's actually okay. I've run out of Trump videos almost already. But we'll see how this is. Right, so this person is called Darksnovia. I don't know if they're trans or not. I know that they're a communist and that they hang out with that Red Pagan Nicole or whatever her name is. So yeah, I don't know this person's gender. So if I called him a he and that's offensive, I didn't know, and I also don't care. This is called My Message to MAGA. This person has been talking about this a lot actually recently. So hey, maybe we can watch a couple more videos if we get time.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, and of course the sound is dog shit, even though their channel is ancient. How do you get these people that have been on the same channel on YouTube for ages and ages and ages, and they still don't get like anywhere near acceptable sound? You know what I mean? You have no consideration for content thieves like myself trying to profit off of your hard work. Seriously.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, there we go.
Well, let's see. Well, I've had some time to think about it.
I mean, actually, this is quite clearly a woman. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they are trans. I mean, clearly a woman, now that they've started speaking especially.
Since I've already addressed, to some extent, Harris supporters, I think it's time that I address MAGA right here. Because I'm just going to let you know, I'm not even
Super religious, into the founding fathers, avoid religionized politics. Religion. That sounds fair enough. Listen, I'm not religious. Some of my family are. Some of my best friends are have been Christians and stuff. My ideals align more with Trump than Kamala. Maybe they do. I'm not sure. To be honest, I didn't look huge amounts into policies and stuff like that and what they would actually do, because I didn't really give a shit. So I don't know. That's why I haven't really said a huge amount. But stuff like Jan 6th and stuff like, I find it difficult to believe that he hasn't sexually assaulted people. That's the kind of stuff that puts me off personally. And I don't know how much I'm into the anti-immigrant thing. I think probably you don't want just everyone fucking coming into their fucking country. But maybe.
even angry that Trump won. I'm shocked, actually. I expected Harris to win, but you know what? That actually works better. It really does.
Yeah, because now you can whine about the right for 4 years.
MAGA, you're the biggest groups of useful idiots on the entire planet. You really
You hear that? Anyone who voted for Trump, that's what this person thinks of you.
are. You say you want to make America great again, yet you chose a buffoon to...
But it's his slogan, make America great again. People never lie. That's why you should just ask people what their identity is, and they'll definitely be truthful with you, and it definitely won't be made up.
manage the empire. A buffoon that will accelerate America's standing in the world. A buffoon that will enact policies that will affect everyone.
I'll be honest, the one thing I saw policy-wise that put me off Trump as well was the idea of like trying to get a ceasefire and an agreement between Russia and Ukraine as soon as possible. Because that just felt like it was probably, it sounds like it would be kind of pandering somewhat to Russia, who, to me, they're kind of the obvious aggressor. But hey, that's my opinion on that. I'm sure not everyone agrees. He stole that from Reagan. Fair enough. Well, people only ever steal honestly, so I don't know what his problem is with Trump, quite honestly.
That includes you. You can laugh and
Me?
You could gloat.
Name calling on both sides is so tiresome. Yeah, I agree. I call people names sometimes though. Maybe I'm a whatever hypocrite. Your wife's an immigrant from communist Cuba. Good with legal immigration. Yeah. Quite a few Hispanics voted Trump over that kind of thing. To be fair, I don't know. In this country, people are hopping in dinghies and risking their lives to get here every day, and it's not great, really. They end up getting dumped in hotels because the government doesn't know what the fuck to do with them. It's not good. I need to nail down my takes on that kind of shit because I'm honestly not too sure
On what Trump is going to do to those people you hate. But know this, Trump's policies will affect you as well. And I'm talking to working class and middle class Trump supporters here. You think you're not going to suffer consequences for when the recession comes and when inflation gets worse? Ho!
Ha ha ha.
You'll suffer just like the rest of us. And that is
You sound like you're laughing about people suffering. That's not good.
a comfort I could say for sure, I will feel comfortable knowing that you fuckers will suffer too. And you deserve it. Any financial hardship you will suffer in the upcoming years, you will deserve it. You will deserve everything Trump does to you. Because
Yikes. Fucking hell.
Trump, he looks at you with contempt. He despises you. And the fact that you vote for this guy is hilarious to me.
I haven't seen any confirmation that this person is trans. They hang out with someone called Red Pagan Nicole. Oh yeah, trust me, that is not necessary. That is not necessary for being trans anymore. You do not have to make any effort. It's all about just fucking, yeah, Red Pagan Nicole. This person here, you can see the thumbnail? Red Pagan Nicole. They're friends and stuff. This person here. Yeah, so like, you know, if they can be trans, anyone can be. And, you know, they've got long hair, so obviously they must be a woman, so.
You did not win because of policy. Trump offered nothing. You voted for
To call me ma'ams.
Trump because you are fascist and racist scum. You don't care that your country will deteriorate further because all you want to do is own the libs. We'll see in 2 years just how you're going to feel about Trump and Vance if he doesn't pass away.
Oh, they don't want to win over people from the other side. These, like, communist types. I don't want to say this is the thing about all of them. But you get so many of them. They get so many of these communist types that, like, hate everyone else and don't give a fuck about, like, bringing anyone over to their side. They just give a fuck about sitting around being the fucking Mensa of the fucking world, whilst never achieving anything, definitely never going anywhere towards, like, furthering their own goals, and being electorally useless, like fucking hell. Even if these, like, leftoids had, like, pitched in more and helped Kamala Harris, like, voted for her, she probably still would have lost. So, hey, like, to me, the far left is, like, they're not even worth engaging with, except to watch them, like, spurg out about Donald Trump.
In office. When his economic policy starts to make your lives work. And when you degenerates get angry when porn gets banned, because the biggest consumers of porn are you fuckers. You degenerates are the biggest consumers of porn. So I don't want to hear it like in 2026 or even next year.
Yeah, they tend to want small governments, yeah.
When porn is starting to get banned. I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna fuck.
This person will be destroyed if porn gets banned. I know that for a fact, and I've never met them.
You degenerates are the biggest consumers of porn. So I don't want to hear it like in 2026 or even next year.
Listen, I know I'm trans and therefore extremely degenerate, but I don't even watch porn anymore.
When porn is starting to get banned. I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna fucking laugh my ass
See, that sounds great. They can ban it in my country too. I don't give a fuck.
off. Oh my god, I can't jack off to hentai anymore. I can't jack off to a underage girl
This is projection.
anymore. Yeah, most of you people are closet pedos. Don't fucking, like, lie to me. I know what you are. I know who you are.
I need to watch more of this person for sure. This is great.
And when America's standing on the world deteriorates further, America fucks up because Trump is an idiot. If he pulls out of NATO, which will further screw over the imperial war machine, you have literally done a service to the world, and you don't know it. You voted for the president that will destroy the empire and bring down its downfall. You're just too stupid to see it. And I'm not a religious person, but I will say this. God is going to punish America. That includes you folks who call yourselves Christian for allowing the Holy Land to be destroyed. That's not going to go unpunished. What Trump does to you will be
God, I have it sped up slightly. I can hear like the cogs turning in his brain as he tries to come up with the next part because he's just fucking sounding off.
punishment from God, if there is such a thing. Go ahead and celebrate. Go ahead and make your memes. Go ahead and gloat. Because we're going nowhere. Those who oppose Trump and this government will still do so. In fact, speaking of which, a lot of you are so anti-government, are so dumb, you will help make the government even bigger under Trump and his in the second administration. So I don't want to hear it either when the government encroaches on your lives even
Largest consumers at places where it's banned. Maybe, yeah. I mean, you kind of repress people from certain things, they're probably more likely to do it. Oh, hi, Ford the Perfect. Excuse me, that took me a moment. Hope you're good.
More, because you voted for this jackass. So go ahead, celebrate.
Yeah, I am getting sort of mild, like, corn chips and BO smell coming through, but yeah.
Make your memes. Act like this whole saga is over, like it's some sort of movie. The resistance against Trump and those who surround Trump and those who will come after will still continue. You have made it easier to resist in the first world, and it's all thanks to you. Thank you, Trump supporters.
He's covering the fucking mic. Do I seriously talk about politics or do we watch trash together here? It's kind of, think of like the perfect middle ground between those two things. And that's what I do, if that makes sense. I mostly talk about trans shit, to be honest, because I'm trans. It's my thing. No one's ever done this before, being trans on the internet. So I think it's going to really take off, personally.
Thank you, MAGA. Your stupidity has made it easier for the resistance to actually...
But yeah, we're talking about politics a bit more because the Trump thing just happened. So, yeah. Oh, thank you. What do you care about is trans ideology. Oh, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. All you care about is trans ideology, then yes, Trump is bad. What if you believe there's a life beyond between what's in your legs? Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I believe he's based AF because I think that's going to compare. What am I saying? I think that's going to depend on what happens. But hey, listen, good luck to him. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I hope he loses. I hope he fucks everything up. Yeah, true. I live on Turf Island and somehow I'm not oppressed at all. It's crazy. I've done something that no one else ever has.
Point to an enemy. Trump doesn't have your class interest at heart. But you know what? I'm beyond giving a shit about you.
You're anti-trans.
So you don't either then? Okay, great. So what's that like criticism then?
Whatever misery Trump inflicts on you, it will be well deserved.
Doesn't this person seem so nice? I might actually find another video because that was quite fun. They were saying about like what was it? Kamala Harris. Why did Kamala Harris lose the election? I think it's going to be like wind noise on that. What was there? Something else that was quite interesting. Oh, I could do J.K. Rowling. I've never heard a Kamala supporter that makes sense. I mean, they're out there. It's easy to kind of just hear things you disagree with and think that they're stupid, but you know, I wish people on both sides would realize they have way more in common than they do against each other, quite frankly. And that's one reason why I don't there's no dividing lines on politics with me. Now, there was something about Americans with like KKK. This dude, do you know who this is? This is the first time I've watched them. Trump supporters should be like, Jesus Christ, there's like, oh, triggered Trump supporters in the comments section. Let's do this. Oh, this person is a tard? I never guessed.
It did not take long for the swarm of Trump supporters to come to my comment section and say stupid shit. As usual, they get triggered and they claim everyone that says anything.
I don't like JK, but may or may not have heavily borrowed from the West Witch. Yeah, fair enough. Listen, I'm not a Harry Potter fan. I'm honestly much more into her recent work. You know what I mean?
Thing about Trump is being triggered, even though they're making an analysis. I'm convinced these people did not watch anything that I said. They just saw the title and just made a comment. Why am I responding to these?
Oh, are those not even like classes? Are those not even like prescription or anything? Leo Convoy's Call Me Brother. I haven't watched much Leo Convoy. Where do I fall politically? I guess like centrist, liberal, something like that. I'm very like disillusioned by all of it, to be honest. I did not give much of a shit about this election, and I don't really care who won, honestly.
These people, because
like, for me, I would have probably reluctantly voted Kamala, because I really don't like Trump myself.
Touched a nerve. I know I did. Why would you spend all this time insulting me and saying some of the stupidest shit if what I said didn't rub you the wrong way?
I don't think that's smoke. That's probably like stuff on the lens or something. Ooh, that is unflattering as fuck. Dude, fix that shit. Watch your angles, yeah? Watch your angles. I quite like Destiny. I used to watch him like shit tons. And then more recently, it depends what he talks about, really. I think, I don't know, I'm less interested in politics than I used to be, so I don't watch them as much as I used to, I guess.
I told you should be held accountable for everything Trump does in the next 4 years and his administration. I'm only holding you to your own standard, mind you. You believe in personal responsibility, correct? Why can't I hold you to the same standard? And don't assume that everyone that
You can, and you're getting made fun of because you're what they perceive to be an upset Kamala supporter. So I don't know. Keep feeding the cycle, I guess.
that is anti-Trump supported Harris or even voted for Genocide Joe, because I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for Harris either.
There you go. Then you're also culpable. Well done. Well done. Well done. Listen, if you don't vote, that's a tacit endorsement of the winner. The winner is Trump. Or maybe he is in the hot box, who knows? They're very, trans people are very 420 keen.
I'm part of many of the electorate that didn't vote at all because none of the parties represented me. And not to mention,
Yeah, this person's a communist. I only watch Destiny if he talks about YouTube drama. I used to be more into his drama content, and like he stopped talking about all the like glup shit-o like leftist streamers that no sane person gives a fuck about, and I find that shit funny. So I don't know. I ended up moving more into like Chud Logic and stuff like that. I still like Destiny, but it really depends on what he's talking about.
I don't believe in voting. I don't believe it will change anything. I'm not going to waste my time explaining to you in detail what I believe because
Oh, Chocho, I don't actually know if this person is trans. I think they might be because they're friends with other trans people that look exactly like this. So I don't know.
that doesn't matter to you because you only read something, the headline of a video, and you just comment immediately. You don't listen to what I have to say. And if you did, you just tuned it out. But I don't really. But I'm not
I mean, that's probably true, but like, then why do you care?
surprised because considering Trump supporters, just like Kamala Khan supporters and Genocide Joe, cannot look beyond the bipartisan lines. They cannot comprehend that the world is far more complex than Team Blue versus Team Red, because that's what you look at on politics. You don't actually look at it in a serious way. You're very childish, just like Trump is. In fact, I will go on a limb and say,
So upset. Yeah, I love Chud Logic. I like Nick Diorio. I haven't watched him a huge amount. My partner watches him sometimes. Mostly I watch Chud Logic and Queeman, to be honest with you. That's mostly what I watch. I don't watch much content anymore.
Trump is America, and America is Trump. You chose the perfect representation of what America is.
Yeah, this is a terrible angle. If you're like trying to look feminine, this completely cuts that off. It looks like you're bald there.
Trump is a narcissist. He's a heathenist. He's a degenerate. He's a pedophile. He's a warmongering imperialist. He's a Zionist. And what are most of you who supported him? All of you are likely closeted pedophiles.
Listen, Chocho, I've never seen you, and I know for a fact that you are more good looking than this person.
A hedonist, and probably an adulterer, a degenerate. Like you're everything that Trump
Fucked over a lot of people when she was DA. To be fair, someone like that with a job like that, they're going to be fucking over some people no matter what they do.
Trump is. You chose your perfect representative is a Trump. And you know what? You are the most American out of anyone. I'm not going to take that away from you. In fact, I'm
Hates this country. Amazing, very original thinker we have here.
not saying that to compliment you. I'm saying that to basically criticize, but not criticize. Let's not even say that. It's basically a
Didn't Trump like contribute to like bombing campaigns in Yemen, to be fair? Like the no new wars thing is fine, but I don't know if he's I don't know if his hands are as clean as people say.
fuck you, because that is the perfect representation of America is Trump. Nobody is better than Trump to represent American values.
True, Tame Pepper, very true. I don't know what any of you look like, and that is true. I know what Sky looks like, and that's about it. Ray was here earlier, I know what he looks like.
You don't care about anything but yourselves. You're a narcissistic sociopath just like Trump. You're everything that Trump is, and I'm actually glad he won. I really am glad he won, because everything he's going to be doing in the next 4 years, you cannot blame anyone but yourselves for everything that he does.
You didn't vote, bro. You could have voted against him. You think he's that bad? You didn't vote against him? Don't you believe in like harm reduction and stuff?
And assuming that he doesn't pass away at some point during his administration, and J.D. Vance continues where he left off, you'll have no one to blame but yourselves. You voted for this.
Yeah, you could have President J.D. Vance. Imagine that. Crazy.
I don't want to hear buyer's remorse from you. You chose the perfect representation of America, and that was Trump. Nobody is better than Trump in that regard. I'm glad he won. Because people will wake up once again instead of going back to sleep like they did when Genocide Joe was elected. I'm actually was pissed that Trump didn't win in 2020 because I wanted the people to continue to be angry. I'm happy that Trump won.
Bro, you're angry because Joe won. You call him Genocide Joe. Like,
you don't understand. I'm actually happy. But you can't comprehend that because you think every time somebody talks...
I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You're making a fucking video called this and you're saying you're happy. I just don't believe you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
About Trump, that you always assume that they're just crying, which, does this look like I'm crying to you? I'm drinking your...
Well, yeah, no, it's not a Jessie Gender video, so I wasn't expecting it, quite frankly. You're drinking their tears. That sounds gay.
Your anger and your salt, because you...
That sounds gayer than what I thought you were going to say. Jesus.
You cannot comprehend that there are a lot more people like you than you think who don't think in bipartisan lines. I hope Trump tears this country apart. I actually hope Trump does everything that he promised.
On the perks of designing your own. Yeah, fair enough. I can't draw for shit, unfortunately. Imagine not knowing what happy felt like. Yeah, some people don't.
I'm not kidding you. I want him to deliver. If he delivers and you hate everything that he has done, I'll laugh in your face. I'll spit in your face.
Lovely. Aren't the left meant to be the ones that care about everyone? Not this person, apparently. This person wants to spit in your face. And I really don't want mouth herpes, so I'm just gonna not say anything more mean about this person. You want to hear about a trans person who fucked a 15-year-old when they were 21? Because that's all I've got left. We've done Trump. There we go. People are angry. People are upset. People are overreacting. What did you expect? I don't know. I don't know what the point of even showing all these Trump responses were, except for a bit of fun.